Welcome back, everybody, to Video Games Awesome Live. I think we're pretty much done. So I think there's one more thing.
What we got here?
Yes, it's me again. Now, there's one more partner I'd like to
Hands.
invite on stage
Tiny
tonight.
Hands.
This publisher
me,
is
Tiny
known
Hands, back
for
here
making
again.
not just some of the biggest video games on the planet, but some of the biggest entertainment franchises in any medium on the planet.
This was kind of
They are
the...
one of the driving forces behind turning video games into mainstream popular culture. It's my pleasure to welcome to the stage the CEO of Activision Publishing,
Not quite.
Eric Hirschberg.
This wasn't really the one more thing. There is a one more thing, though.
Oh.
Thanks, Andy. Thank you, Andy, for the kind words.
He comes out
we could do
to talk about... I forget now. Which title did he come out to talk about?
One button.
Oh, this is... Okay, everybody's excited about this. All right.
Developers and our technology.
So he's here because he has partnered... It's not really Activision that we need to talk about. They've partnered with Bungie.
We gave the world its first
Who's
glimpse
Bungie?
into our ambitious 10-year
Halo.
project.
Bungie created Halo, and for a long time they were basically owned
Jones,
by Microsoft in a way.
visionary
But they have
developer,
recently become independent
co-founder
and
of
branched
Bungie,
away from
project
Microsoft to make their own
director
titles. They
Destiny.
passed on the Halo torch.
To say a few
Halo 4 was the
words
first one to be
about
designed by
why he's
anybody other than
excited to
Bungie.
bring Destiny to the PS4.
So everybody's been
and
wondering,
also to
what's
unveil
Bungie gonna
a few
do
more
now?
glimpses Of in-engine
That's
footage here tonight.
They actually announced it a couple days, about a week before this.
Come on, Farm Simulator.
But and here is
Simulator.
Yeah. I want to do my taxes on a tractor.
here's the trailer they released a week
We
ago.
decided that the right thing was for us to do something big and commit the entire company to it.
They flew out a whole bunch of game developers,
It's a big deal.
journalists, on their own dime. Like just
Stories
flew them
of the
out to
golden
LA to
age
show them this
long
video.
ago, when our
And to talk to them
civilization
for a bit.
spanned the system. It was a bright and hopeful time, but it didn't last.
What voice is that?
I don't know, it's sweet.
Something hit us, knocked us down, and tried to stamp us out.
Is it a frisbee?
No one knows exactly what, but we do know this. Very few of us survived. And those who did owe their lives to the Traveler.
The fantasy you have when you're creating an experience.
You're not
is
gonna
that
get much
someone
info
else
more
is
than
gonna
that.
Enjoy it.
You'll see
One
these guys
reason
talk.
The game is so intriguing is that it's reaching players in ways that we haven't before. We're really going to make a conscious effort to build an experience which is going to be meaningful for people. Like, how do you keep it going for 50 or 100 hours over some number of months?
I actually skipped it
And to not
earlier.
just
There
want-
was a reference. I forget who said it. I think it was the guy that you were liking so much, the soft-spoken one. He said he made a reference to blast processing.
Nice.
Really?
He says, "Will the next generation? It's not about the next generation being more powerful or having blast processing or something like
Want to play the
that."
game, but to
Awesome.
want to play it with their friends.
Legends say the Traveler sacrificed itself to save us. The mysterious sphere still hangs where it made its last stand, low above the earth, keeping silent watch. The years that followed the collapse of the Golden Age were hard, but slowly we joined together to build a city beneath the Traveler. And now we've begun to venture back into the wild, only to find that we're not alone. Strange and
Like, it's
deadly
intriguing,
creatures have
the
occupied
sort
our
of-
old worlds,
What they're illustrating here,
and they're pressing
It's gonna
hard
be-
against the city,
an interesting world, right?
probing for a weakness, trying to stamp us out for good.
That's a Halo helmet.
The limitations are
It's a
our
combat.
imagination, our ability.
Like when
to
you
conceive
spell it
these
out,
ideas.
Halo
I think
is
that's
a
a
really
special
interesting
place to
story,
be in.
and then when you play it, it's just Halo. You know, it's not.
Your story begins at this moment of great adventure and peril. You are a guardian of the city, a soldier able to wield some of the Traveler's incredible power. If you can find a way to save the city, to reclaim
Rumored to be on
all
Wii
that
U,
we have
Windows, and
lost,
Vita as well.
you will become legend. If you fail, the last light of
Sexy
civilization will go out.
We needed something that challenges and inspires all of us. Something that I think has enough ideas in it that'll last us for the next 10 years.
We are blazing a ton of new trails.
Then show us. What are you blazing?
Yeah.
What are you?
Building
trails you
something
got?
alive.
You wrote a
Tell you
story
what's
and you
blazing
drew
there,
some
right?
cool concept
What's
art.
the
Things
trails?
are going to happen that we don't plan, and that's
That guy's
amazing.
totally blazing.
the best thing about Bungie is, even though you have these crazy ideas, you know that.
When did we get to a point where it was okay to declare that you were changing everything and blazing new trails?
That's what everyone.
Isn't that something someone else proclaims of you when you've accomplished something instead of something you promised to do that you're doing?
Maybe they just know it. They have a feeling and you can't compare it to anything else.
10 years.
Just enough crazy.
It's also not technically a trail until it's blazed and other people can follow it.
Yeah.
This trail, if it's in private, is not a trail yet.
From continuing to make Halo games.
You're not blazing shit.
Doing something.
Oh, the blaze.
Which certainly
blazing.
draws
Yeah,
out.
I want to know what you're blazing to think that.
But it's new and exciting. It's going to take on a life of its own.
We didn't even know how big Halo was going to get. How can anything be bigger than Halo?
I don't know.
This
is Halo.
Blazing it.
I don't know. How about PlanetSide 2? Fucking continents with thousands of players on them.
It's kind of like they're the Beatles.
Though.
They're the Beatles, and they're saying they're bigger than Halo. That's what they're doing right now.
There's a reason I brought up PlanetSide 2.
Games than Jesus.
Let me.
We've actually developed more code than Jesus.
We ask ourselves the question.
Let's explain. Let me explain to you, since they didn't, what this is. It's PlanetSide 2.
Fuck.
Bungie is developing a persistent, in their words, persistent
and turn it on its head.
FPS, a persistent world first-person shooter. Basically, you know, like lots of people. It's an MMO. Lots of people fighting around you. You're a little guy. You're one of many little guys. You're nothing special. You're just one of many people.
You're nothing special. You might
who's fighting along with them. Well, they even said, they even said at the beginning, you're a sentinel who guards the city or something like that. Like, you're not some hero. You're one of many, many dudes.
Not just on the great competitive
just
experience
being bros
and demand from a shooter, but to make sure that playing Destiny cooperatively with your friends.
It's going to be co-op and competitive. So presumably there will be monsters to shoot, not just other players.
It's going to be amazing on PlayStation 4.
So if you suck, you don't have to compete.
We can't wait to see what PlayStation fans do when they set foot in our world for the first time.
You know, I can wait. And I could have waited a lot better if you hadn't told me it existed yet.
Yeah.
Just show it to me when it's ready. I'm sorry to be so cynical about this, but again, coming off the whole snafu with previews just not doing what they show us. Yeah. I don't want to see pie in the sky anymore. I want to see substance.
Show me exactly what it can do.
Okay, but seriously though. I'm in there, I'm filling out the forms.
You fucking
I don't know if I'm eligible for my GST credit.
I swear to God.
Can I call up a friend and have that friend give me a one-on-one basis about if I'm eligible for that?
Christ all fucking mighty. Nobody knows what he's talking about. It's Deegan's Corner.
That would be the ending sound. That
So then I thought a big what the fuck moment was coming.
Denim and sport coats.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude, it's the thing.
Dude, it's the 90s.
Dude, when you grow up out of being with a pop collar in a frat, you end up bringing down the collar and putting a sports coat over it and putting on some jeans. That's
some nice press jeans. These are not none of that loose fitting skater boy shit.
Yeah, dude. Like these are the bro bras of 10 years, well, maybe 20 years ago.
Oh, God.
Bro bras of 20 years ago and bro bras of maybe 10 years ago.
Hello, PlayStation Nation. When Bungie became independent, we were really excited about bringing our games to a bigger audience. Our partnership with
I don't know.
I'll use guys' posture in the middle.
I don't know what to do with my hands, so I'm just going to squeeze them a bit.
Destiny is an ambitious and innovative game. It's a perfect fit for the PlayStation 4. Like the PlayStation 4, Destiny is an online connected experience.
He's nervous.
Like the PlayStation 4, Destiny lets you access the content you love from multiple devices.
Wow, this is
and like the PlayStation 4,
really awkward.
Destiny is designed to entertain you for years to come. We're proud to announce today that at the launch of Destiny, both the PS4 and the PS3 versions will be available.
At this point, I was like, are you like, you know, I thought this was going to be Bungie saying that they'd made an exclusive deal with PlayStation, and that would just be the biggest, that would have been, it's not, but it would have been insane news that of the biggest fuck you to Microsoft ever. They branch off from them and then make an exclusive deal for their next IP with PlayStation. Could have been awesome news, but it wasn't.
And even better, I mean,
listen to the
seriously,
sentence.
the guy second from the right is gonna puke any second.
I'm so fucking nervous.
Also, listen.
Why don't I just play beer pong, bro?
Destiny.
Here, so that we can see what Deacon's pointing at.
Shouldn't chug
Which one?
Right there. I gotta look at this guy in the middle. Right here. You just.
Oh, him.
Ooh.
This is our favorite thing to do on the show: is make fun of poor people who just make video games. But like, listen to this sentence that he makes it sound as though he's about to say something flabbergasting. But
we're proud to announce today that at the launch of Destiny, both the PS4 and the PS3 versions will be available. And even better,
will be available.
We'll be creating exclusive playable
the sentence sounds like he's going to something way different.
PlayStation community. We look forward to sharing more details with you in the coming months. And from all of us at Bungie, thank you very much.
So he didn't say anything. Really, it's just going to be available.
What was the point of the other dudes up there? Just bro support?
They probably worked their asses off.
Now, if it's coming out when the PS4 comes out, though, you'd think they would have had way more to show us than that.
Yeah.
They've got to be almost done by now. Like, I don't know. Weird.
Needless to say, we're ecstatic to bring Destiny and exclusive content to the PlayStation 4.
And a map pack or an extra gun.
The PlayStation 4 presents an enormous opportunity to dramatically evolve the gameplay experience. From intensified power to enhanced social capabilities to bigger, better, and more immersive gameplay and a simple adaptive interface. We believe PlayStation 4 proves that we have more to offer than ever before. We look forward to continuing the conversation and demonstrating why PlayStation is the best place to play. Thank you very much for your time and good night.
Holiday.
So that was that.
Holiday.
But
could be Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
After the break, the one more thing, what I would say is probably the biggest like surprise moment of the entire thing.
I gotta pee
Stay
then.
tuned.